Aloha, everybody. It is I, the Great Clement, and today I'm bringing you a game that you probably didn't expect. As a matter of fact, I didn't expect it. Recently, the 25th Anniversary Edition dropped on PlayStation 4 as well as Steam, and this game I have a lot of nostalgic, sentimental value because when I got my first ever computer in the mid-90s, it came with a Windows 95 demo disc that featured stuff like Pitfall: The Mayan Adventures, Arcade America, which I bet a lot of people don't even know exist. And one of the live-action FMV games that was part of the demo disc was Double Switch. This is a game that is made up entirely of footage starring Corey Haim, Arlie Ermy, Debbie Harry, and you just manipulate a whole bunch of switches in order to capture a whole bunch of gangsters that are going through this Egyptian hotel that is situated in New York City. This doesn't take place in Egypt or anything, but I remember playing that demo a lot as a kid, and when I finally got access to the full game through the PlayStation 4 25th Anniversary Edition, I thought, you know what, this game is just cheesy enough, just short enough, that I wanted to give this game a go before we go on to the N64 game I was going to play originally. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Double Switch, sort of a weird brother-sister companion to Night Trap. You may be familiar with Night Trap because it's a very similar game in terms of its gameplay. You're going through a whole bunch of monitors, you're trying to capture all of the various enemies that are going through the rooms and whatnot. But this one doesn't involve vampires or anything. And this one didn't get called out by Congress for being supposedly really violent and, oh, just immoral for children. How could video gaming make such a game like Night Trap? Yeah, I agree, Joe Lieberman. That game was just, whew, so violent. That game would get a hard NC-17 if it came out today. Jesus Christ, Night Trap is so tame. I will never understand how that got, like, so infamous. It's ridiculous, but, figured I'd go through the story here, because there's a little bit of a setup here. Lionel Atwater Edward III, he's an archaeologist who found a whole bunch of treasure. Then he returned to New York, and he constructed the Edward Arms, this fantastical hotel that is filled with all kinds of traps and weird elevator shafts and laundry chutes and all kinds of weird tinkers and contraptions because, of course, it's a bizarre video game. Why wouldn't it be like this? And, so we have a fun house to play around with, a nice crazy fun house to play around with. Lionel Atwater Edward III died shortly after the completion of the Edward Arms of what was reported at the time to be natural causes. His funeral was a society affair. Always the eccentric, he chose to be buried in his archaeological khakis, with what one newspaper described as a souvenir of his archaeological pursuits in his hands. Years passed, and over time his family fortune seemingly disappeared, though his descendants still lived in the house, and rumors persisted that somewhere within he had hidden a vast haul of treasures. The neighborhood deteriorated. The heirs were forced to convert the once stately mansion into an apartment building. The laundry chutes were forgotten, the dumbwaiters roused. Succeeding generations made alterations to the grand estate. Like they know what they were doing. Some knew what they were doing, others didn't. Until Eddie went to work. Raised by eccentric parents, Eddie explored every nook and cranny of this ancestral mansion. He found the ancient dumbwaiter and rode it up and down. He explored the long-forgotten laundry chutes. He found hidden spaces behind the walls where decades ago tenants had stashed their ill-gotten cash. He also uncovered secret passageways and chambers his grandfather had built. Eddie knew the Edward Arms more intimately than anybody had ever known a building. It was his world, his secret. He loved it. And Eddie wanted to protect it from enemies outside and in. So yeah, this game is pretty darn silly. Basically, Eddie gets locked into the control room that he's designed. You know, he's designed a whole bunch of traps and stuff throughout this entire apartment, this entire mansion. And then he contacts a special someone to get him out of this jam he finds himself in. And that special someone is us! Oh! This game was originally released in 1993 for the Sega CD, and then it was ported to the Sega Saturn as well as PC. I'm going to be using the PC interface because I always like that the most. And I'm going to be going to a much more modern notification setting that is only in the 25th Anniversary Edition, where you can actually see in real time what's going on in all of the different rooms on the left side. Normally it's just a whole bunch of bars signifying that, like, oh, green, a good person's in there. Orange, an intruder's in there. But with the new 25th Anniversary Edition, we can see exactly what's going on.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Eddie.
No, it's Corey.
This is my building. And since the neighborhood really sucks, I've built all these traps and security systems to protect the people who live here. The problem is some bonehead locked me in the basement and cut off my controls.
What a dweeb.
Except they forgot about the phone lines, which is how I got you in. Now you can protect the tenants and get me out of here. You and me are friends, right? You gotta help me.
Nobody who says that is a normal dude.
I designed the whole system. Now this is the lobby. That's Elizabeth. She's the manager.
She's also high on a lot of Quaaludes right now.
Okay? You can see the traps and triggers for each room by pressing the start button. Oh yeah. To get me out of here, you gotta get the number from each of these power boxes. Now, they flash on when anybody opens them, so you keep your eyes peeled, okay? This is Brutus. He just got out of prison. You gotta watch out for him. I don't know what he's up to, but I don't like anybody snooping around my place, okay? This is Alex's room on the second floor. She's a new girl in town. She says she's a journalist. I think she likes me.
Whatever you say, buddy.
Lyle, the handyman. He's the one who's been screwing everything up around here. Trap him whenever you can. There's an emergency alarm going off in Alex's apartment. Use your cursor to get up there, see what's going on.
Okay, I will do that. How do you do that? How do you do it, Corey?
What are you doing? Get with it. Come on, she's in trouble. Help her out. Go.
I'm a random nobody, dude.
What's going on? Are you just sitting there? I'm talking to the wrong guy. You're out of here.
The canonical ending to this game, because if you just contact a random stranger through the phone lines, what the hell else do you expect to happen?
All right. Are you sure you're ready for this? I mean, you gotta be quick. You gotta go where the action is and use the traps. That's what they're there for.
I read you loud and clear, Eddie. I'm gonna do a much better job than last time.
Eddie, there's someone in my apartment. Stay here and cover me while I check things out.
What if no one's watching the security camera, Alex? X gonna give it to you! Gonna give it to you! Sorry, Resident Evil 2 just came out. Oh god! Ugh. Doesn't even leave out the door.
Hey, now you're making me look bad. Screw up again and you're gone.
Thanks for the loud tuba sound. That was totally necessary.
Hey, stop scoping me. If I want your help, I'll ask for it. Got it?
Sir, you're yelling at a security camera?
Afternoon, girls. This package came for you. At least I think it's for you. The label was quite unreadable. Some kind of an Egyptian statue. Seems like your kind of thing, Phoebe.
Thank you, Mrs. Edward.
Elizabeth, girls. Call me Libby.
Thanks, Libby, for invading my privacy. Thanks for opening my package without my consent. Oh, it's Dave Foley! Now what's he doing over here, huh?
You let those suckers get to the power box. And now we're all cut off.
Okay, I'm not doing very good at this game. The thing you need to know about games like Night Trap and Double Switch, they're so trial and error.
You again? Oh, come on, get with it. Get me out of here.
You again? Are you, like, going back in time? Are you reliving the same day over and over again, like it's Groundhog Day? Are you Sans Undertale? Like, what the hell's going on? Yeah, you can look at any of the rooms at any time, and there's a lot of scenes you're probably going to miss because you can only watch one event at any time. But here's how the game works. When they step on the things, you activate the traps, and then you trap them in some crazy, ridiculous, goofy way. And, that's all there is to it.
Maybe somebody doesn't want me writing this story. This could be just what I've been waiting for. This could be really big.
Yeah, maybe. So basically, you have to arm the traps by hitting them like 3 times, which costs energy, and you can't overload the circuit and reset everything. So like, you have to make sure you choose
When I come back, I want you gone.
Dude, you're yelling at a security camera. Calm down. I mean, I am watching him, but still.
Seen your face, seen a movie.
I'd love to rock out to that, but again, things are always happening throughout this entire apartment. That guy tried to go to the fuse box again, but nope! I dropped him like a sack of potatoes.
Yes, switch to tunnel vision. Again, Eddie, man!
Shocking.
This statue is what I think it is. That thug was just the beginning. Here it is. The statue of Isaacs, gatekeeper between the passageway of life and death. Pay dirt. Okay.
Hey, wake up! You gotta get the code numbers to get me out of here!
I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to watch the cutscenes. Come on.
Edward, an American, back in 1912. Wow, it looks a lot like this building.
What a coincidence.
Get this thing authenticated. I'll take it to the museum on my way to work.
Oh boy, someone suspicious is coming for the blonde girl, Alex. I'll get him.
What are you trapping Brutus for? How many times do I have to tell you, we don't trap tenants. We need the money.
Well, you need the money, and you're not paying me. You just contacted me, and it's okay. Brutus didn't get trapped. He just landed on a mat. He's fine.
Now, I told her that that boy is getting
Look, you're letting the handyman run all over the building. He's trying to screw things up for us. Trap him whenever you can.
I assumed he was one of the tenants, Eddie. I thought we want to make money here. God.
We're looking for Brutus.
I don't believe I know him, Mr. Brutus.
Speaking of money.
Well, perhaps the name is familiar. I may have met him at some point. Oh, yes. Now I know the gentleman you fellas are looking for. He's in room 232.
Debbie Harry is not cheap. But yeah, these are all the mobsters who keep popping up throughout all of the different apartments. They can take out the power, they can assassinate some of the tenants, and then you always get a game over. So it's always important to go after these guys whenever you can.
Check it out, downstairs. We're not back in 5 minutes. Call Mario.
Right. Yeah, call Mario.
You gotta do something about that mob guy. I'm serious. He almost put me on the obit page.
I mean, I just did, actually.
You're letting those suckers get the upper hand. Come on, get with it, pal.
See, this is the problem with a game like Night Trap and Double Switch. You want to watch the story, you want to know what's going on with the plot, but the mobsters are all over the place getting in, accessing the key codes and whatnot, and you can't really pay attention to the plot if you want to do good at this game. I've only captured 2 people, I've let 12 people escape, you know what I mean? I'll capture this one, though. Come on, touch it. Yeah, get fucked. And with Act 1, in order to get Eddie out of the basement, I have to make sure I definitely catch them opening up all the key cards, all the key card-like contraptions, because that's how I get the numbers. And if I don't catch them, eventually the act's going to end, and then Eddie's still going to be stuck down there, and game over. I'm going to have to redo all of this all over again. And it's like, oh my god. This is a very, very trial and error game, which makes it perfect for a Let's Play, because you don't have to be good at it, you just have to watch me play it. And I'll be good at it for you. But it is oddly satisfying and addicting playing this. I don't know why. I still enjoyed replaying this and trying to get the groove of how this stuff worked. and making sure that they don't get to the fuse box. This guy, he's trying to ruin my fun, trying to send me back. I don't think so, buddy. You touch that handle, and you go bye-bye!
Luigi?
Wait, what?
2 weeks are up, my friend.
I got 2 more hours.
Mario and Luigi. That's amazing.
What do you think, I'm stupid? I'm gonna believe there's gold around here?
I'm telling you, Luigi. My father laid bricks on this building. On his dying deathbed, he told me there was treasure buried in this building. Why am I gonna make this up?
Maybe you wanna buy yourself some time. So I don't blow your face all over this room! You know what, Brutus? Time's up.
No!
You thought Luigi was Brutus's friend? He doesn't have any friends. Neither do you.
Hey, this is not going well. This is not going well at all. Like I said, this is a very, very trial and error game, and I'll do a lot better in part 2. Till then.